It's time for some football. Welcome to Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Today, a good one in store here. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide inside. 12.
Right to the air, Burrow. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Gun. Cut. Wide 80. 11, Thomas.
Back-to-back carries here. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Luke Martin making that play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide inside. 11 MT.
Throw here, 3rd down. Chased out to his right. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Can. Start.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Wide 80.
First give of the game to the rookie for Morgan. Down the left sideline he goes. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Well, if I know running backs, Kate, I think I do after all these years, this is not a want the next touch. This is a need, a demand for the next touch. Go get that fruit from that seed that you just planted at the 1.
Brown will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
11, 11, 11.
They'll send him up the middle. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
180. Place hot.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. That one's incomplete in the end zone. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
11, here we go. 180. Place hot. 11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
Burrow trying on 4th down. And we get an incredible goal-to-go stand to begin this ball game as they force the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
49ers to the line, 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
In truth, Kate, kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. First option gets the give. It's the fullback running with it. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
You know, when you're a defender and you see them give that quick little take to the fullback, you just have to stop him before he gets started. They piled on him and held him to minimal yardage.
On 3rd down, Purdy. His first throw is an interception. Jordan Battle with the INT. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Off the play fake, Burrow. He's got it at the 6. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Looks like we have somebody worse for wear after the play, and that's Isaiah Pacheco, who's in some pain. They're looking at him now. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
First down, 49ers.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. He's got it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. One was intended for Jackson Hawes. So it's 2nd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and just 2 to go. On the counter, it's Garindo. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Blake Groupie on to attempt a field goal. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. Groupie sends it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, wide 80.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Here we go. Wide 80.
One play action here. Burrow. Jump off caught by his back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. The Bengals are out in front. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Burrow from the gun. Gets this to Fant. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow now on first down. Pass is caught by Blue. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Sticking in the air, and it's Burrow. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Caught just shy of the goal line. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam are what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage against good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
3rd and goal, they need 3 yards here.
180.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals now lead by 10. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Purdy. Left left side, secured by Ayuk. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. Trying an inside give to Garindo. He's able to kick this out wide. That leads to a nice pickup of 7. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And Bengals with an extra DB out there now, 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. Forced out to his right. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
They'll send him over right. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Sideline throw is complete to Pearsall. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Did I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Third and long, they're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And now a 4th down, staring right at him. Fields this one at the 3. Jukes away from one. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11 empty, 11 empty. 11.
Burrow on the play action. That is Cox. This is Fant working downfield. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down.
Gun. Cut. Right 80. 11 MT. Take. 11 MT. 12. Stop.
Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he has this down to the 34. They get 13 on the pickup, and it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
Ready?
Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Just set. 180. Legs high. Hut. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. Finds his man Chase. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
On 2, ready?
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20.
Here we go. 180. 12. Stop.
Burrow gets it out wide quick, and he's taken down at the 30. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go. 11. Stop.
A third down run with Blue. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
On 1, ready?
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Here we go.
We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Bengals hoping to grow their lead before halftime.
1, ready?
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Here we go. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Handoff headed left to Brown. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go. 11 MT. 180. 11 MT. 11. 12. Stop.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals push their lead to 18. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. They're set up at the 35 now.
11 MT. 11. Gun. Got. 180. Raise up. Stop.
Burrow on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. 180.
Blown back gets the handoff. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
Fields this one at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground. Here's Garindo. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Purdy on the play action. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off, that's Bobby Wagner! And the Bengals take over on his 5th interception of the season.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hot. 180. Nice hot. 11, 11, 11, 11. Hot.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 180. 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas.
Burrow setting up the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals push their lead further to start the half. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring an end to that, right near the 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the backup. First throw. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun now for Rourke. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now Rourke to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Rourke from the gun. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's taken down at the 30. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Oh, he loses the football. And the Bengals get to it. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
22-yard line.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
12. Here we go. 180. Dot.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
11. Dot. 180. Place hot. 11. Dot.
Back-to-back carries here. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 180. Dot.
To the air on 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
One of the tight ends motioning right. Garindo running between the tackles. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's a 49er 1st down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
1st down, 49ers.
60 Eagles.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Here's Garindo on second down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First option gets the give. It's the fullback running with it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Kate. They say that football is cyclical. Well, I sure hope we see the fullback come back. There's just something about that guy, something about that position. And he just showed you right there, going to get you a first down. They can be difference makers, too.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Bork taking it himself. And they pitch it to him. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Big 13. Big 13. 12, 12, 12.
Give now to the running back. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
On one, ready?
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go. 180. Wait, hot. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Here we go, here we go. Wide 80. Wide side. 11, Thomas. Dot.
Throw here, third down. He gets it to Fant. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here we go. Dot.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Here we go. Dot. Wide 80. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. Dot.
Here's the handoff. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's Bengals football, Brock, and they have got to be happy about the lead that they have built so far. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2.
MT, take. Dot. Wide 80. Wide shot. Dot.
Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
11, 11. Good shot. Wide 80. 12, 12, 12. Dot.
First down, and they go right back to it. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
12, 12. Here we go, here we go. Big 13. Big 11, 11. Dot.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Here we go. Wide 80. Dot.
They'll throw third and long. Buys time, rolling right. Pass is caught by Blue. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. Wide 80. 11, Thomas. Dot.
They'll run here on first down. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Here we go. Can. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They give on second. It's Brown. And he's going to get him 7 there. It's 3rd down coming up.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here we go. Right 80.
Stop, let's go. Touchdown. There's some points on the board.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Nick Martin picks it off. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Trying it left side with Garindo. And he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll go right back to Garindo. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Play action with Rourke. Buying some time right. Throws this one deep down the right side. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Rourke. This one's caught. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On the give, it's Garindo. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a 49er 1st down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Play fake, it's Rourke. Close to the 8. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Now run, James. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Fullback trying The 49ers parlay the interception into points. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that remind us they're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Groupie adds the extra point. And the 49ers get it back to a 14-point game.
17.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
On 2, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Dot.
Here's Brown to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Dot. 180. 11 Thomas. Dot.
The 3rd down run with Blue. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
3rd down, and they need to get 10.
Let's get set. 180. 12, 12, 12. Dot.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rourke. Completed to his running back. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Rourke to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Rourke taking it himself. And they'll pitch it out to him. Spins out of one stop. And no first down here. He's up to the 42-yard line. Another half yard, and he'd have had it.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
They kick the running back in motion. Now a give to Garendo. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Running with James. He has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.